Richmond. Going for a scoop. But before we do that, did they build this fence just because of that outlet? There was an air conditioning there. Oh, I don't know. More importantly, I don't care. Going for a scoop. And today, go for a scoop. I don't know where exactly we're going. I want to document this. Changes to the skyline of Port Richmond. That's right. The Wawa. That's been here. Damn. It's been here forever. When I was a kid, we used to go to the Wawa or the Sunoco. The Sunoco's been here for a long time. I used to work at the Sunoco. But the Wawa, it's gone, cuz. Shut it down. Shut it down like John Taffer. Closed on July 9th. And one of the things that Wawa's doing is they're opening up their new stores, but all their new stores have gas stations with them. So these old stores like this, they just close them up, and then they either open up either as a nail salon or like Bobo grocery stores, not exactly Wawa. Everywhere you look around here, you have people passed out. You got people passed out right here at the gas station. I saw some people passed out at the old Moncavage playground. This playground was closed down because the field was covered in lead. And then they're doing some construction on I-95, which is right here. And there's like a homeless community living inside this park. I'm going to tell you, every time I go off 95, I feel like the groups of people, it's getting bigger and bigger. Especially now that they're forcing people off Kensington Ave. There's a YouTube channel, I think it's called Deep View Media. This guy, he has an e-bike and he rides up and down Kensington Ave. And I got this new lock. And he comments on the channel every so often that the police are being super, they're enforcing the laws in Kensington. So a lot of the people are coming into Port Richmond, and not a lot. Like, I don't want to make it seem like it's like hundreds, but it's definitely dozens of people. Yeah, and there's a big, right on the other side of this hill, back in the middle of the playground, there's encampments. There were some people living in tents over there. About 3 months ago, the city did a cleanup of Kensington Avenue. And one of the things that they did is they're stopping people from setting up tents on Kensington Ave. And one of the places where I do see tents is off this 95 entrance. And one of the criticisms that they have of the cleanup of Kensington is that they're not really cleaning anything. They're making other people go to other locations. They're just making other neighborhoods problems. But it just so you know, it's been a problem in this neighborhood for a while too. There's always been drips and drabs of the Kensington effect, I call it, in this neighborhood. Oh no. Look at this guy. I'm going to break out the bell. Shame! Oh. Double shame because there's a parking spot.
Shame!
Oh.
Shame!
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 3
Shame.
parking spots. Parking spot there, parking spot there, parking... Oh, shame!
Shame! Shame! Shame! Shame!
Yeah. It's completed. This is a Nativity BVM. This is the church I went to until I was about 15 years old. I was an altar boy. And there was a problem with people kind of camping out on the steps of the church. So the church had to build this fence. Every so often I would walk by this church and I would notice there'd be like a pile of trash on top of the steps, like a 40 bottle, some used syringes, you know, empty food containers. So after a while, I'm sure people were pissing on the doors and stuff. After a while, you get sick of cleaning up that stuff. So you build a fence to prevent that stuff from happening. Oh my God, the kids are going back to school August 26th. I guess it's weird. I used to, when I went to school, we always went back to school after Labor Day. Now the kids go back in August. And they've been doing that for a few years now. And I know every time they do that, there's always a few days in the beginning of the school year where they have to either cancel school or dismiss school because it's still 90 degrees. Oh, I wonder if I could beat that bus to K&A. So, you know, you take the 60 bus. That's the bus that I'm currently racing, the K&A. Oh, God. What was that? When you hear those loud bangs, it's a fun game. You play, was it gunshots or was it a car backfiring? Not really a fun game. It looks like I'm going to beat that bus to Kensington and Allegheny. And I'm only doing 12 miles. Oh my God, look at here. Shame! Shame!
Shame!
Look at that parking space. Just
Shame!
pull in. Shame! There's another one.
Shame! Shame!
Pull up there.
Shame!
I hate that this bike lane's in the middle of the street. Here we are, K&A. This is the store. If you ever watch the live stream on Kensington Ave, this is a store that has the live streams. There's a camera up there. There's a camera up there. Last time I was here, there were people ODing left and right. And it was a little bit of combination of, it was in the high 90s. And people were dehydrated and they're taking some of that bad stuff that they call the good stuff. Man. last time I was down here, there were so many cops that I felt, actually, I felt really safe. Like, I didn't feel, I have a thing called the sketch meter. And my sketch meter, it's kind of like a spidey sense, tells me to get the hell out of places when things aren't going well. And my sketch meter wasn't going off the other day. Now, it's actually at a pretty high level, because I don't see all the cops that were here the other day. Oh, where's the bell? Where's the bell?
Shame.
Shame.
Shame. Shame.
Yeah, this place here is called Prevention Point. This is a place where people can go to the bathroom. Hashtag. Oh, okay. Oh, it stinks. They have a place where people can go to the bathroom. You can get Narcan. You can get wound care, your bandages looked at. And there's a city council person in this neighborhood who's trying to shut all the places down that take care of the people on drugs. They don't want anybody getting their wounds. I mean, I guess if they don't get their wounds taken care of on the street, they're going to eventually wind up in the hospital, you know? I used to feed the chickens in this lot here, and I'll have people ask me, yo, have you seen the chickens? And I haven't seen a chicken in Kensington in, ring the bell.
Shame. Shame.
I haven't seen a chicken on Kensington Ave in a while. I'm gonna ring the bell on them.
Shame.
Shame.
Shame. Shame.
Oh, I never go down here. This is Tusculum Street. If you go down here, this is where Rocky lived for the movie Rocky 1, right here. There's the Rocky house. Uh-oh. Yeah, last time I was, or one of the last times I was down here, there was a big cop raid on this street. I usually don't go down Tusculum Street. They usually have all kinds of bullshit going on. One of the craziest things I have ever seen was I saw a guy trying to get some drugs, and I don't know what happened, but somebody owed somebody a little bit of money, and a drug dealer picked up a 10-speed bike and just threw it at the guy's face. Hashtag piss. Man, it stinks today. This is new, this business here. This is a U-Haul self-storage. We also have rental trucks. It's pretty massive. The houses in this neighborhood, just like the neighborhood I live in, are row homes. And, you make it, if you're lucky if you have 1,000 square feet in your house. So a lot of people need storage space. Yeah, it's not just a Philly issue. They have storage places all around the United States. I used to work for a storage company, and just so you know, you don't need a storage company. You need to throw shit out, unless it's Christmas decorations. For some reason, there were people who would just get big storage places and they would just fill it up with their Christmas decorations. All right, going. I think you could see this bridge in the movie Rocky 2. And if you go down here back in the I forget what year it was, but Dr. Oz filmed a TV show down here, and the city made Conrail clean up this train track. They made them like evict all the homeless people that were living up here. So for the longest time, all the people who were doing drugs were on this railroad track, and it wasn't really, like, people knew it was a problem. We just didn't know how big of a problem it was. And then, I think it was around 2014 is when they kicked everybody off, and then it started becoming more and more apparent that we had a major, major problem. And then the last mayor, this guy Jim Kenney, he didn't do a goddamn thing. Yeah, you go right off the side streets. This is right down Somerset Street. This is where they filmed the movie Rocky Balboa. There was a scene filmed right here. Hello, Porsche. Holy shit. There are so many. Oh, ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Shame. Shame.
Ooh, that stinks.
Shame.
Oh, that's the worst smelling
Shame.
thing. That's the worst smell I've ever smelled. Oh. So when I was on Kensington Ave, I was like, oh, well, it's kind of empty. Like, there's not a lot of people hanging on the Ave. And there's a reason for that. It's because everybody is off the Ave. This was a big spot on Kensington Clearfield where there was encampments, and now they have these barricades up. Huh? No. Convenience store was shut down for a long time. It must have just recently opened. City's cracking down hard on these slot machines. So I don't know how long they're going to be open for. The city was going... really hard on policing gas stations that had the or like casino games inside convenience stores. A lot of ice cream trucks you'll see on Kensington Ave. Apparently, the drugs people do down here gives you the munchies, gives you a sweet tooth. A lot of times people will say, why is Mr. Softy down here? Because he does good business. Yeah, they added the barricade up to here to prevent people from camping. So, man, this pavement stinks. Up here is this bus is for Kensington Hospital, and what they do is they help people with wounds and infections. Yeah, so. Wound Care Outreach. Look at this. You got these little kids hanging out next to these people. Now these steps here are supposed to be policed by SEPTA. SEPTA runs the train station. So they're supposed to be telling people, like, yeah, dickhead, you guys can't hang on these steps. Little kids take the train here. But they're not doing that right now. Sometimes they police them. You can watch it on that live stream. Sometimes there was like 20 cops just sitting here doing nothing, and then sometimes there's no cops doing anything. Usually, well, if there's 20 cops, that usually means they're shooing people away. I once went into this store and it had such a bad smell. I couldn't get it out of my nose for like a few days. It's my buddy Doug. It's his favorite store in the world. I'm trying to stay away from the merchandise because it stinks. Yeah, so a lot of people who do the Kensington thing, come down here, get the drugs, do the thing. What they'll do is they'll get their stuff and they'll go. It's not a far walk. It's 20-minute, half-hour walk to Port Richmond, and you're much safer passing out in Port Richmond than you are if you pass out in Kensington, because if you pass out in Kensington, if people see you getting your pockets run, meaning like if you pass out, people start checking your pockets for stuff. Usually nobody says anything because nobody cares. Or it's not that they don't care, it's just that they're fed up with it and they don't want people doing drugs in their neighborhood. So yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Guys, take 2 more steps, bud. Take 2 more steps. You're going to get hit by a car. Yeah, no problem, bud. There were times when there was a pretty big encampment up here on these railroads, and then there was a cleanup recently. I don't know if it's usually you'll see people sitting on these telephone poles and you have a lot of dumping happening on this side street. Tires are getting dumped. Yeah, sometimes in the summertime, the side of the railroad gets so overgrown that it's pretty easy to hide in. So what they do is they'll go up there and they'll just rip everything down so nobody can hide up there when they're camping. And if you have a tent in Philadelphia, it's not supposed to. You're not supposed to have one of them. Camping in Philadelphia is illegal. This is Our Lady Help of Christians Church, right across the street from my old church. And this church is actually closed down. It's abandoned. And they have the fence. Oh, I think if all three churches are all fenced in now. St. Albert has a front yard. There's another church not too far from here. Our Lady Help a Christian, that was the German church. Nativity was the Irish church. St. Albert was the Polish church. And then there's another church called Mother of Divine Grace. And that is an Italian church. They have a Italian festival. Did we already have that this year? I think we might have. And Campbell Square, across the street, they have a thing called the Pierogi Festival. It's a great idea, the Pierogi Festival, but the lines are way too long. They have to figure out a way to get those lines shorter. And you know what? We're gonna. This is my favorite mural in the city. Send pierogi. And look, see? This step doesn't have the railing. It doesn't have a fence, so this is what you would usually see, something like this on nativity steps. A bunch of cardboard so somebody could sleep on it. I don't know what the hockey stick's for. But then there's like an empty bottle. And then usually there's a puddle of piss somewhere. So, all right. I guess that's it. We did it, right? I don't know. I'm not sure what exactly we did. But we did it. All right, just gonna take one more. So if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor. Please subscribe. I'm so close to 50,000 subscribers. So close I can smell it. Or maybe it's that store back on Allegheny Ave I can smell. If you can, please hit the like button. And you can order my stuff. Order me on Cameo. Book me on Cameo. And I could wish you a happy birthday, a happy Father's Day, I could tell you just to be happy. Or I could tell you to be sad. Ooh, be happy, because boom, this bullshit. Yo, guys, we're going to see the 15 trolley. Oh, 2 15 trolleys. How exciting. By the way, yo, Ma, come in. The trolleys are back. All right. It's a trolley from 1940, and there's 2 of them. Well, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I'll sail with you later. The end.